Boycott Charlotte Tilbury was trending all over social media yesterday, and we've got to talk about why.
Bella Hadid is Palestinian. Who didn't know this? Who didn't think that this model was gonna stay silent during this genocide?
So this all started yesterday when it was announced by ET that Charlotte Tilbury ended their partnership with Bella Hadid 8 months after announcing her as the face of the brand. And just yesterday, it was reported that a source told ET Hadid was released from her contract with Charlotte Tilbury. The model was notified in November and was given the reason of force majeure in her contract, which its definition is a clause included in some legal contracts which protects one or more parties from liability in the event of a major unforeseen event. But here's where things get a little interesting. I saw another TikToker talk about this situation, and they posted the original caption of what Entertainment Tonight said regarding why Bella Hadid's contract ended, and they ended up editing their post on their Instagram caption about an hour later, but this was reported to be their original caption. It said, ET has learned Bella Hadid has been dropped from her contract with Charlotte Tilbury. A source tells ET Bella was notified in November and was given the reason of force majeure in her contract, although people close to her feel it had to do with her support for the people of Gaza. The reason for her departure from the brand was not disclosed. Everything we know is at the link in the bio. So that was their original caption, where they included that a source close to them told them that someone close to her felt that it had to do with her supporting Palestine. And Pop Sings also posted about this, and their post got 2 million views, and it got a lot of people throwing criticism at Charlotte Tilbury for this because people genuinely thought that Charlotte Tilbury ended their contract with Bella for her advocacy of Palestine.
Charlotte Tilbury decides to terminate their contract with Bella Hadid because of her support of Palestine. They terminated the contract of a Palestinian woman for advocating for Palestine. The Palestinian woman that they knew was Palestinian before they decided to sign her. Whatever. To the people that are going to boycott, because I never owned anything by Charlotte Tilbury and I have no plans on doing it, but if you own anything by Charlotte Tilbury, please don't be wasteful and start throwing products away. You already gave them your money. Use the products. Just don't advertise for them. Don't put it on your Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Don't put it on TikTok. Don't tag them. Don't give them any free advertising. And come May, when Bella Hadid releases her own makeup line, support her instead. Just don't be wasteful. I hate when people say, I'm gonna boycott and start throwing their stuff and putting it in their garbage. Don't do that. That's wasteful, and we're not trying to be wasteful either, okay? But do not support them in the future and do not give them any more advertising. If you have anything tagged on your page that's Charlotte Tilbury, go and remove the tags, but do not be wasteful. That's the one thing that irks me when you guys start boycotting stuff.
Pop Tings also ended up deleting their post, which I find interesting as well because it seems like two media outlets are saying the same thing, but ET ended up changing their caption and removing the part where they said that source close to them said that they felt like the reason for this was because of Bella advocating for Palestine. And I mean, people thought there was definitely something off with this, but there were tons of other people who just ran with the story and believed that Charlotte Tilbury did end their contract with Bella, as this did happen in November, right after October 7th, which is interesting timing, and some people just connected the dots that way and thought that this was a reason for that and thought that it added up. Tons of people are boycotting Charlotte Tilbury now, and their comment section is absolutely flooded with hate and people saying that they're going to boycott CT now.
And I went back into the settings trying to get rid of her ass. It wouldn't let me. Well, that about does it for me. I'm done. No more Charlotte Tilbury for me. I'll use what I got, but I am on the hunt for replacements. So loved the setting powder. So if anybody got any recommendations for a pressed setting powder that is comparable to Charlotte Tilbury, free Palestine.
I went over to Charlotte Tilbury's Instagram, and before recording this video, I remember that her comment section was around 1,000 comments, and now as I'm recording this video, it's now flooded with 3,400 comments. So let's go into what people are saying about this, because it's definitely interesting, and it seems like tons of people are adding CT to the boycott list now. Here's the current top comments under Charlotte Tilbury's Instagram page. I'm Sephora Rouge, and I won't spend another cent on you. Another brand in the trash bin. End the Palestinian genocide. No more any penny spent in your brand, although I was a big fan, but not anymore. Bye. So we definitely know where people stand on this situation, but it's weird because it seems like Bella and Charlotte still follow each other, and it's not quite clear whether or not Charlotte Tilbury ended their contract with Bella because of this, as now on Entertainment Tonight's website, they don't specifically say in their article that Bella was terminated for her support for Palestine. And people are questioning this as well in the comment section, asking about the validity of this, but ET Online did say as well in their article, the reason for Hadid's departure from the brand has not been disclosed. ET has reached out to Charlotte Tilbury and Hadid for comment. The news came as a surprise to many, given the amicable relationship depicted between Hadid and Tilbury in a promotional video released last year. And this was that video.
Bella, darling.
Charlotte, darling.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here with you. I love you.
I love you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Now, it looks like Bella Hadid is releasing a new brand of her own, and it seems to be a cosmetics or some sort of wellness brand. If you look up the trademark online, this new line that she's come out with called Aura Bella is supposedly catering to the fragrance and perfume industry, but she did come out with this teaser on Instagram, so it's definitely cool that she's coming out with her own brand now, and she's just focusing on her own endeavor and everything, but clearly a ton of people have Bella Hadid's back on this. She's been receiving a ton of love and support on her personal Instagram as well as her brand's Instagram page. Someone commented under this video and said, Bella Hadid has always advocated for Palestine before October 7th. She also applied for her trademark in June. This is just a reach. Charlotte Tilbury also still follows Bella. And the creator of this video said, okay, if she applied for the trademark in June, fine. Why November? Right after the October incident, which some people think is kind of off. She still could have completed her contract in March and there wouldn't have been any conflict. Other people are saying that the reason for her termination possibly could be because Bella is focusing on her own brand. This person said, CT is a known supporter of Palestine, having attended fundraisers in the past. Bella has been developing her line for a while now and can't be the face of the brand if she's in the process of developing her own. Either way, Charlotte Tilbury is getting a ton of backlash on their social medias right now, and tons of people are boycotting them, adding this company to the list like they did with Starbucks and all the other companies. But I definitely want to know your take on this situation. Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.